Hello friends, welcome to youtube.com and our channel Dr. Vet. I am Dr. P.R. Patel, Professor Head Veterinary Medicine. We have already seen part 1, 2, 3, 4 of canine distemper, very important disease. With canine distemper part 5, we are going to conclude this disease. In this we are going to discuss the important parts: treatment, prevention, and control, for which the clinicians are concerned. This is a very, very important viral disease and very common viral disease of the dog. Treatment of canine distemper. Generally, treatment aimed at symptomatic therapy, as usual with the other disease. Here, clinicians find many, many type of the symptoms. We have already seen in the different forms of canine distemper, and each form has a different treatment, and it requires treatment which form is predominant. So clinician decides the treatment and treatment according to the symptomatic therapy. Supportive therapy, because this is a serious disease of the dog, it requires a good life, a good condition of life. Supportive therapy is very essential. Treatment also aimed at prevention of secondary bacterial invasion, because canine distemper virus causes immunosuppression. So not only immunosuppression works for the canine distemper, but also it invites many other bacterial diseases, and of which very important is Bordetella bronchoseptica, kennel cough, and Salmonella gastroenteritis. These two diseases are very commonly found along with the canine distemper. When there is severe gastroenteritis, there is severe diarrhea and dysentery. So there is dehydration. Dehydration treatment is very important to give the tissue perfusion in time. If tissue perfusions are not given properly in time, there is necrosis of the tissue and causes serious consequences. So dehydration also be given a proper attention in the treatment. We have already seen that there are many neurological signs in acute as well as in very chronic cases. So correction of this neurologic manifestation is also very important. We have seen the aims of treatment. Based on that, here we'll give some consideration to treatment package. The treatment package must contain the following things. Broad spectrum antibiotic is a must, because you know that some cases, or sometimes most cases of canine distemper is with kennel cough and salmonellosis gastroenteritis. Balanced electrolyte solution according to the requirement to correct the consequences of diarrhea, dehydration. So this is very essential part. Parenteral nutrition, protein hydrolysate, B vitamins and vitamin C are very essential part of the treatment to vitalize the body and to get early recovery and to give the strength. Antidiarrheal preparation, especially astringent preparation, along with antibacterial, to prevent gastroenteritis and to prevent further dehydration. As there is pyrexia, antipyretics, many systems are involved. There is pain in the body, so analgesics. So NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, works very well. We continue here the treatment package to control the neurological signs. When there is conversion, give anticonversions. When there is excitation, give sedatives or tranquilizers. Dog is very intelligent animal, very lovable animal. It requires good nursing care and comfort. The psychological treatment to the dog also helps in early recovery. Friends, remember, no single treatment is specific or successful. This is a viral disease, so no treatment. So, not a single treatment, but multiple treatment with multiple drugs are required to get successful. Important aspect is immediate and proper treatment increases the recovery rate of dogs which are showing multi-systemic infestation. So, quick treatment and proper treatment is a must to increase the chances of recovery. In case of canine distemper, progress is sometimes poor or sometimes guarded. If proper care is given, there are chances of the recovery. Continue the treatment aspect. Treatment generally less successful in acute neurologic manifestation because an acute neurological manifestation damage to central nervous system is severe, and in such cases prognosis is poor. Clinician remember here, in severe and progressive neurologic signs, when neurologic signs are very severe and it is progressing, not responding to the treatment, the clinician must advise properly, appropriately regarding the prognosis to the owner. Proper counseling of the owner is helped to a great extent, especially poor prognosis. Some dogs with chronic progressive or vaccine-induced neurological form of canine distemper, it is experienced that such cases may respond to immunosuppressive therapy with anti-inflammatory drugs or greater doses of glucocorticoids. In case of dogs with chronic progressive or vaccine-induced neurological form of the canine distemper, 100% success is not achieved, but definitely it gives some indication or some improvement in the disease. We see here the prevention and control. It is also equally important as that of treatment because many wandering street dogs are carrying the infection and the owner have sometimes many dogs in kennel. Prevention and control is very much essential. The first step is isolation of diseased dog is a very important measure to prevent the spread of the disease. Again, second, avoid a direct contact, dog to dog contact. It is the main route of viral spread because dogs always remain in contact. Because the viruses are shed in all body secretions and excretions, especially during acute systemic diseases. So this step is very much important. Avoid dog to dog contact. This minimizes the spread of the disease. Virus is very sensitive to disinfectants. So disinfection of the contaminated environment with commonly used disinfectants are very helpful in avoiding the spread of the disease. These viruses are the enveloped virus and they can be easily destroyed outside the host with the help of disinfection. Friends, vaccination tool is very important for the prevention of canine distemper in dogs. Many varieties of distemper vaccine are available along with the other vaccines also and should be used according to manufacturer's direction because there are many vaccines. So manufacturer's direction must be strictly followed. Many canine distemper vaccine either alone or in combination with the other disease vaccine may be used. The first dose of vaccine should be given at the age of 6 to 8 weeks. First dose at the age of 6 to 8 weeks. Then additional doses at an interval of 3 to 4 weeks interval until the puppies attain the age of 16 weeks. So after the first dose at the age of 6 to 8 weeks, the puppy should be additionally vaccinated every month till the puppies become 4 month old. Continuation of the vaccination. Then after the schedule, annual revaccination may be required in the zoonotic areas. This is a must annual vaccination. Annual vaccination is the standard procedure because there is a break in protection may occur when the dog is under stress or dog is diseased due to some other disease or immunosuppression of the dog. So annual vaccination is a standard procedure. Another important point is widespread vaccination of domestic dog. It is also very much necessary because day by day there is potential increasing virulence of emerging traits. The emerging trends are coming with more virulence. At the same time, there is a wide host range of the canine distemper virus. So due to these two reasons, increasing emerging virulent strain and widespread of the disease require widespread vaccination. Friends, we know that this canine distemper virus is antigenically related to measles virus. So measles virus vaccine also induce immunity to canine distemper virus. And this vaccine is used especially in presence of greater level of maternal distemper antibody. When there is more maternal distemper antibody, in these cases, measles virus vaccine may be used. The measles virus vaccine is given to the pups intramuscularly at the age of 6 to 7 weeks. Friends, requested to share this information, very important information in the interest of our animal dog and in the interest of owner. Share this information to veterinary students and all veterinarians so that they can get or they enrich their knowledge. At the same time, subscribe the channel if you want the progress of this channel. Thank you very much for observing this video. With this, we are concluding. Disease canine distemper, very important disease of the dog.